morning students, welcome to VLSI Design. Today we are going to discuss about the third unit. So logic gates and other complex gates are completed in our class. Please verify your notebooks. Now we are going to discuss about the switch logic. So first, what is switch logic? So switch logic is based on the pass transistor or a transmission gates. So pass transistor and transmission gates are called as a switch logic. So first see what is meant by pass transistor. What are the important points which are present in the pass transistor? So pass transistor is a fastest one and no static currents are present. So the logic is based on the relay logic. Easy implement basic AND OR connections, and the pass transistor logic level get degraded by VT effect. So this is nothing but the disadvantage of the pass transistor. So because of the threshold voltage effect, the output voltage is degraded. So these are the important points of the pass transistor. So before going to see all these points, first let us see the NMOS transistor and the PMOS transistor basic standards. So the NMOS transistor passes a strong 0 since it almost a perfect switch when passing 0, but it is imperfect at passing 1. So already we know what is the working principle of the NMOS transistor. So here it passes only the strong 0, but it does not passes a strong 1. So why it does not passes a strong 1 means because of the threshold voltage effect. So if we observe the input as a 0 volts, we get the output as a 0. And if we apply the 5 as a input one, we can't get a 5 exactly at the output side. That is because of the threshold voltage. What is the what is the output voltage? Output voltage is nothing but VDD minus VTP. That is nothing but VDD is a 5 minus VTP. Suppose VTP is a 1 means 5 minus 1 equal to 4 volts. So we can't get a perfect 5 volts at the output. So because of this reason, the NMOS transistor is a strong 0. That means it passes a strong 0 and weak 1. So imperfect at passing 1 means simply it is called as a weak 1. Like that, PMOS transistor, the PMOS transistor passes a strong 1 and it is imperfect at a 0. So please observe 0 volt is applied, we can't get a 0 as a output because of the threshold voltage effect 1. So if we apply the 5 volts, we get a 5 volts exactly at the output side. So because of this reason, the PMOS transistor is a strong 1 but it is a weak 0. So NMOS is a strong 0 but PMOS is a strong 1. NMOS is a weak 1 but PMOS is a weak 0. So these two are the important points before designing the switching logic. Okay, so because of these reasons, don't connect the transistors like that. So here VDD, what is the output voltage if we apply a 1 logic 1? So in the NMOS transistor, strong 0 passes but weak 1 passes at the output side. Weak 1 means nothing but VDD minus VTP. So if the output as a gate voltage of other NMOS transistor means automatically the voltage is degraded at 2. So why? Because two transistors are connected. Here 1 VTP, here 1 VTP, totally 2 VTP. So like that, if we connect a more number of transistors means based on the number of transistors, so the threshold voltage is also present. So that is nothing but we have to know the logic level propagation through pass transistor is degraded by the threshold effect. Here 3 are connected means 3 VT is present, 4 are connected, 4 VT. So like that the output voltage must be reduced. Okay. So now see what is meant by pass transistor. So the NMOS, simply NMOS transistor is called as a pass transistor. So why? Because so the gate voltage of NMOS is high, then only the source voltage is equal to the drain voltage. That means it completely passes at the output. So that is nothing but if gate voltage is high, then only output voltage is equal to the drain voltage. So if gate voltage is high, if the drain voltage is 5 volts, so completely the source voltage is almost equal to 5 volts. So whenever the gate voltage is high, it acts as a on switch. If a gate voltage is low, automatically the output voltage is 0. So it will act as a off switch. So here, because of this reason, it will act as a switch. So see here, one pass transistor truth table. So this is nothing but a B. The gate voltage we will call that as a B. So if B is equal to 0, so B equal to 0 means we can't get at the output. Why? Because it is in the open condition. So first see B is equal to 1. So here B equal to 1, here B is equal to 1. So B is equal to 1. If A equal to 0 means it completely passes the output is 0. And if B is equal to 1, so A is 1, output is equal to 1. So please observe these 2 points. This is, it passes a 0. So A is 0, output is equal to 0. A is equal to 1, output is equal to 1. So that is at a B is equal to 1. If B is equal to 0, so if B is equal to 0 means gate voltage is 0. So gate voltage equal to 0 means simply it acts as a open. So open means it is a left floating one. So output is at a left floating. So because of that reason here we consider that as a 0, Z. Okay, it is not a 0 or it is not a 1. So left floating. So X is a left floating one. So now see the logic which is present in the pass transistor. Here I consider that pass transistors like that. So this is nothing but A and this is B. And here I connect B bar. Suppose for example, see the truth table for this one. Suppose for example, if B is equal to 0. So if B is equal to 0, here according to this one, B is equal to 0 means, so it is a left floating one. But here if we apply B is equal to 0, automatically B bar equal to 1. If it is 0 means it is in the open condition, but it is in the on condition. So the ground is connected to the output. So automatically output is equal to 0. But here no, that means the output is not connected to ground. So because of this reason it is a left floating one. So now if we observe this one, so that is nothing but B is equal to 0, B bar equal to 1. It is a short circuited one. So the output is connected to ground one. So therefore output equal to 0. And again see here it is also the 0. So it is also the 0 means it does not depends upon the input voltage. Why? Because see, here it is in the open condition. Simply output is connected to ground. Here output is equal to 0. Now see B is equal to 1. So B equal to 1 means the NMOS transistor is in the on state. But if we apply B bar, so B is 1, B bar equal to 0. 0 means it is in the open condition. So therefore, the output is directly connected to the input, that is A. So here B is equal to 1, output is simply passes at the output side. Input is simply pass at output side. Input is 0, output is 0. And here input equal to 1, output equal to 1. So if we observe the truth table, so it is simply the end logic one. So therefore for that reason I consider Y is equal to AB. Okay, so this is the logic which is present in the pass transistor. So see one important thing in the pass transistor. So if the two transistors are connected in the series one, so if it is, so if A is equal to 1, so remember one, NMOS is always gate voltage is high, that is on. If gate voltage is 0 means that is not on, that means simply acts as a open circuit, open switch. So here A, so here it is A and it is B. So here if A is equal to 1, A is equal to 1 means it is on. If B is equal to 1, it is on. So simply it acts as a end operation. If X and Y, if X equal to Y, if A and B, when X and Y are equal, A and B. And if here, if we observe these two are connected in the parallel combination. So y, if x and y equal, when x and y are equal, so either of the p or either of this transistor or this transistor is on. But here both are is on, then only output is equal to 1. That means x is equal to y. But here any one of the transistor is on, output is equal to output is nothing but y is equal to x. That is y is equal to x. So remember, AND operation is nothing but serial connection, series connection, and OR operation is nothing but a parallel connection. So because of this reason, we can implement this logic in the logic gates. So what are the advantage of the pass transistor one? So please remember this one. So here A is connected, that means B is connected at a gate. So and B bar is connected gate. So no power supply is not connected in the pass transistor. No power supply is not connected in the pass transistor is nothing but it is the advantage. Why? Because the power dissipation is low. So one of the important advantage of pass transistor is nothing but power dissipation is low. Why? Because no power supply is not connected, there is no rails. So because of that reason the power dissipation is low. And the second one is nothing but, so in order to implement any logic we need only a few number of transistors. So if we observe the NMOS logic or CMOS logic, we need a more number of transistors when compared to the that means pass transistor. So here we need only a less number of components to implement a logic. So therefore if we implement that means a large logic in the by using the pass transistor, so automatically here the density is increases. That means package density is high. So high package density. Suppose 1000 transistors, 1000 logic will be implemented by using the PMOS transistor, means only a less number of transistors we need. But in the NMOS transistor, pull-up network, pull-down network is present, as well as in the PMOS transistor, pull-up and pull-down network present. So there the complexity is increases. So in order to implement a large logic, we need a large number of transistors. So automatically the package density is decreases, but here the package density is increases. So because of these two reasons, it will be important, or it is an advantage of the concept of the switch logic in the VLSI. So next, what are the disadvantages one? So already we discussed what is the disadvantage of the pass transistor, means that is nothing but the degrade effect. That means the threshold voltage is affected at the output one. The degradation in the voltage level due to undesirable threshold voltage effect. So that is the disadvantage of the pass transistor. So because of this transistor, never drive a pass transistor with output of another pass transistor. So because of the degradation of the output of the pass transistor, it never be used as a output of the, it never be used as a another pass transistor. Never drive. So don't drive the other transistor by using the pass transistor. So this is one of the logic, that means one of the switching logic in the switching. That means pass transistor is the one of the logic in the switching logic. So we have a better switch to realize the same logic. So already whatever the logic is implemented in the pass transistor, the same thing must be implemented in the other logic in a better way. That is called as a transmission gate. So next is nothing but a transmission gate. So what is meant by transmission gate? The transmission gate does not suffer from VT effect. So why? Because it is a more complex and a more area and potential fabrication problems and requires a two and a complex gates. So these are the, like way in the past transistor, these are all the important points. Only here the effect is nothing but it does not suffer from VT effect. So here the, when compared to the past transistor, it is a more complex. So more complex, it takes a more area, and fabrication problems present, and it requires 2 or complement signals. So that is about the transmission gate. So anyway, when compared to the past transistor, it is a better switch to realize some logics. So the transmission gate is also known as an analog gate. It can be called a switch or electronic relay depending upon its uses. So it is that means the transmission gates are constructed by the combination of the parallel NMOS and PMOS. So the NMOS and PMOS both are the complemented one. So this is nothing but one NMOS transistor. So please observe here, this is a PMOS transistor and it is a NMOS transistor. These two are connected and applied to the in, and these two are connected and applied to the out. So this is nothing but the transmission gate. Please observe the symbol of the transmission gate. This is one inverter and this is another inverter. So what is the first point of the past transistor? Sorry, not first point. So here parallel combination of P and N being complemented. So being complemented, I consider here a bubble. So this is a normal inverter and it is nothing but a complemented inverter. So this is nothing but the symbol of the transmission gate. The transmission gate is constructed by taking the parallel combination of NMOS and PMOS transistors. So please see the logic. So what is the meaning for the complemented one? Complemented one is nothing but here, if I connect the gate as a true one, so therefore connect here it as a complemented one. Here it is a true value, but the complemented value of this is nothing but a PMOS transistor. So this is input and this is output. So this is nothing but the transmission gate. These two are connected in the parallel and it is in the complemented one. Okay, please see the operation of the transmission gate. So when the gate input of NMOS transistor is 0, so here the gate input it is 0. So it is 0 and here VDD is connected. VDD is connected means 1. Suppose the supply voltage is connected here. If it is 1, NMOS transistor is in the on state, and here one complement is 0. So the PMOS transistor is also in the on state. What is the input we connect here? Input is 0. So the output is also 0. So when gate input of, but here when gate input of NMOS is 0. So NMOS is 0. Gate input is 0 means it is in the off state. So it is 0 means automatically it is 1. So if we apply the gate as a 1 in the PMOS transistor, it is also off. Both are is in the off, output is equal to 0. Okay, PMOS of, that means here NMOS is 0 and the complement of 1 is at a PMOS, both are is in the off state. And if we apply the NMOS is 1, so that is nothing but NMOS transistor, gate voltage of NMOS transistor is 1 means automatically it is 0. So 0 means it is in the on state, 1 means it is in the on state, both are is in the on state. So like that the switching logic is present. So if both are 0, so if both are 0 means, that means if it is 0, it is 0 means if it is off. 0 means it is 1, so it is also off. Both are is in the off state, simply it acts as a open, output is equal to 0. And if gate voltage of NMOS is high means it is nothing but 0. Both are is in the on state, automatically it is in the total logic is in the on state. If it is in the on state, input is 0 means 0 is passed. If it is 1 means 1 is passed. So it is also called as a switching logic. So simply it will act as a switch 1. So and passes any logic 1 or 0 equally without degradation. So here we can't get any degraded signal in the pass transistor logic. Why? Because both are involved to get a output 1. So therefore, because of this reason, so the output cannot be degraded. So if we observe the that means resistive nature of the transistor 1. So in the NMOS transistor, if gate voltage is high, output, that means simply output is equal to input. So gate voltage is high, so output is passed at input is passed at output. So input is passed at output means the completely passes means automatically the resistance is more. Resistance is less. So resistance is small means then only complete signal is passed at output side. So if it is open condition, if it is open condition means no signal is present at the output side. Why? Because it is open. So no signal is passed at output side means the resistance is high. Okay. So in the NMOS transistor, the on switch is nothing but resistance is small, but in the open switch the resistance is high. So the resistance values may be changed in the NMOS, but in NMOS means simply called as a pass transistor logic. In the pass transistor logic, the resistance is changes at a high to low level or low level to high level. But in the transmission gate, so the resistance, how the resistance value is present. So here one resistance, that means NMOS can be replaced by one resistance and PMOS can be replaced by one resistance. So if the output is completely passed at the output is that means input is completely passed at the output side means the gate to source voltage is reduced. The gate to source voltage is reduced means automatically the resistance is increases. The resistance is increases. So if we observe the PMOS transistor, the gate to source voltage is completely at a negative. That means the gate voltage is reducing. So the gate voltage is reducing means here completely is in the negative state. So if we completely know the working principle of the NMOS and PMOS, then only whether it is a gate to source voltage is reducing or not. So if it is a PMOS transistor, NMOS and PMOS both are is in the opposite state. So in the NMOS transistor, the resistance is increases means, but in the PMOS transistor, the resistance is decreases. So if we take the effective resistance of the PMOS and NMOS, the effective resistance is nothing but the dotted line one. So the effective resistance is almost constant one. Okay, the effective resistance is almost constant. So but in the NMOS transistor, the resistances may change from low to high level or high to low level. But in the transmission gate, the effective resistance is almost constant. That is one of the advantage of the transmission gate. So if we observe the transmission gate, there is no degradation is present at a 0 level or a high level. So therefore the good logic is can be called as a transmission gate. Okay, and in the NMOS transistor and PMOS transistor, there is a poor indication is present, but here good logic level we obtained. So therefore the transmission gate is called as a good logic level. So here two are connected. So if we observe these two, P and N both are present means simply it is called as a complement. That is nothing but a CMOS. Whenever we implement a CMOS logic, definitely we go for a transmission logic. Advantages: the transmission gates eliminate the signal degradation in the output logic level. So here the two transistors are connected in the parallel. That is nothing but in order to avoid the positive and negative rails. And the disadvantage: so here two transistors are needed to construct a transmission gate. That is nothing but one disadvantage. So that is nothing but transmission gate requires more area than a NMOS circuitry, NMOS pass transistor circuitry, and here we need a true and a complemented control signals. Okay, this is nothing but the disadvantage of the transmission gate. Pass transistor is already discussed in the class. I posted one video in the pass transistor also. So here please remember to construct how the logics are constructed by using the pass transistor, as well as next one is called as a transmission